In a distant land, the grand kingdom of Anangar thrived amidst majestic mountains and flowing rivers, celebrated for its culture and opulent palace. Yet, beneath this prosperous facade lay a profound gloom, for the kingdom lacked happiness, all due to its ruler, King Virendra. Once a joyful and kind-hearted man, the king had succumbed to personal losses and disappointments, silencing the laughter and joy that once filled his court. He imposed a strict rule: laughter was forbidden in his kingdom. Initially, the people held on to hope that this ban was temporary, but as the years passed, joy was snuffed out, muffled by fear. Children played quietly, festivals lost their luster, and the grand palace seemed to echo with silence. Even the birds, it seemed, honored the king's morose decree. Amidst this silence lived a spirited 12-year-old boy named Arav, who was full of energy and an insatiable love for laughter. Unlike his subdued peers, Arav found it impossible to suppress his joy. Despite his parents' warnings to control his laughter, he remained a vibrant spark in a grey world. One day, while shopping in the market, he witnessed a comical mishap: a man slipping on a banana peel. Unable to contain his chuckles, Arav laughed heartily, only to evoke the ire of the royal guards and nearly face punishment. This encounter shook him, urging him to reflect on the joy that had vanished from Anangar. That night, his grandmother reminded him of the value of laughter. Her wise words inspired Arav: what if he could remind the king of joy? After sleepless contemplation, he decided he would make King Virendra laugh again. Arav poured his heart into crafting an amusing story filled with eccentric characters: a foolish minister, a clumsy soldier, a clever parrot, and a greedy merchant, each one more ridiculous than the last. He rehearsed tirelessly, bringing these characters to life with exaggerated gestures and voices, eagerly preparing for his grand performance. Finally, Arav gathered his courage and approached the palace, where guards initially rejected his plea to perform. But eventually, they relented, allowing him into the forlorn court where the king sat, unexpectedly attentive. Arav began his tale, introducing each character with boldness and humor. He embodied the serious king who forbade laughter with a comically stern attitude, producing giggles from the younger courtiers. The foolish minister misinterpreted commands hilariously, while the clumsy soldier's slapstick falls incited muffled snickers. As the performance unfolded, Arav's energy slowly chipped away at the stiffness around the throne. The pivotal moment arrived when he introduced the talking parrot, who hilariously insulted each character, stirring subdued laughter from the audience. Arav could feel the lightening atmosphere, and in an enchanting climactic scene, the king found himself laughing for the first time in years, the sound reverberating through the hall, breaking the long-standing silence. As the laughter dissipated, King Virendra's expression softened. He acknowledged Arav, realizing the magic of laughter had returned. The boy had awakened something within him, reigniting memories of joy lost to grief. The king spoke gently, admitting that laughter was not a weakness but a necessary strength, one that connected and healed. With a newfound perspective, he declared the end of the laughter ban, allowing the kingdom to embrace joy once more. The court erupted in celebration, smiles replacing the years of fear. Gradually, the people rediscovered laughter, children played freely, and festivals blossomed with life again. The palace transformed as music and laughter filled the air, creating an atmosphere of camaraderie. The once somber king started spending time among his people, listening to their stories and encouraging performances in court. Arav, too, became a cherished figure in the kingdom, spreading laughter and wisdom through his stories. As months turned into years, King Virendra and Arav nurtured the belief that laughter was essential to life. They understood its power to heal. One evening, watching the sunset from the balcony, the king reflected on how a simple act of laughter had transformed not only his reign but his very essence. Arav smiled beside him, recognizing that sometimes, all it takes is a single laugh to bring about change. Together, they watched the kingdom thrive, the sound of laughter echoing, vibrant and alive once more.